season. Back in the Premiership. I get a bit of enthusiasm before tomorrow. But it is just a roasting hot night, so thanks very much for sitting and waiting. We're ready to go here. Just a wee bit of housekeeping before we start. You're welcome to take videos, photos as much as you want, but we could just ask that you don't post anything on social media or group chats until the club have launched it, which will be shortly after we're finished here tonight. So we just keep an eye out for that. It's just a wee bit of housekeeping so the club can push out the announcement. But before we get to, obviously got our main sponsors, our new main sponsors, HMT Shipping here, and we give them a good round of applause to Jonathan Greaves. I think we all know for any club, and particularly our club, sponsorship is vitally important, so we're extremely indebted to Jonathan and his company for coming on board. And we've also got a couple of new sponsors as well, actual new sponsors. We've got Cool Cars, we've got McSwiggin's, Drew's over there in the corner, thanks Drew, and McDonald's Newry. Unfortunately John from McDonald's couldn't be here tonight. But it would be remiss not to mention our current sponsors and the ones that we've retained and have come back in for this year. We've got Ryan Cinnamon from Limitless Fitness in the corner. The Road Ahead Support Group, who use the facilities down here. Clanride Taxis, Canal Court Hotel, Eamon McGee from Water Solutions Ireland. Around the town, represented by Mr. Rodney McCann there at the bar. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you for a few words, you're right. And New May Electrical, and obviously our outgoing shirt sponsor, Mark Trainer from Trainer Power Dance, who's been a huge success and came in at a really tough time for a lot of businesses and for football clubs during COVID. So I think it would be remiss not to give Mark a round of applause. And just one other thing, I mean, obviously our third church last season we had the Southern Area Hospice on it, and I think they were delighted with the coverage that they got, given the commotion around the Irish Cup. The photographs were used left, right and centre on TV and everything. So our first team coach, Damon Hillens here, representing the hospice. It's great to give such a worthy charity, and we're delighted to support them year on year. But as I said, and as you all know, and you'll guess by the pop-up stands here, we've got a new sponsor, Jonathan and Jared McGee from HMT Shipping. It's fantastic to have a new company and a new business on board supporting us. So I'd like to call Jonathan up. I think he's got a big speech ready. He's going to say a few words here.
Thanks very much, folks. No big speech. Just great to see Newry back up in the Premier League again, and we're delighted to be on board for our sponsorship. I was just having a wee walk around the ground out there, and I see up above one of the stands the Jerry Mulholland suite. Jerry was actually a follower of my brother Jared's, so he's well known and well remembered, I think, by members of the club. So it's been great to come on board and share in your success, and wish them all the best for the season ahead. Thanks very much.
Just a couple more people just to call up before we bring the lads out showcasing the kits. So even though he's quite shy, he doesn't like speaking, but he's sitting in the front here, so we'll call him up anyway. Our first team manager, Darren Mullen.
Look, I not keep this too long because I know everybody wants to see the kit at this stage. In terms of the sponsors, I probably have come from a unique scenario, maybe more than other managers, because I know where it goes to, and I know how much we need every penny of it. And it doesn't matter how much you put into it, we appreciate every single penny of it. I know Gary Wilson's done a serious amount of work, and fair play to Gary for doing that. But for everybody that has sponsored it, should it be on the shoulder, on the front, wherever, we really do need it. They do, and it doesn't go into this black hole where people seem to think, oh, suddenly that everybody's getting greater wages. It doesn't. It manages the club and it allows the club to function. If the club doesn't function off the pitch, myself and the players can't do what we need to do on it. So it's hugely important we do that. And we were panicking about getting a main sponsor to the point where we did a video, and I know some people at the club had thought it sounds as if you're begging, and I'm being honest, to an extent it was because we were just being honest and saying we hadn't got a sponsor and we needed help, and that's where Jarlath had come in, and we really are indebted to him, because we need that to function in the club. We're honestly dealing with transfers and wages and everything this summer. We're in a different league altogether when it comes to other clubs, but we have to start somewhere, and we have to keep building and building and building, and Jarlath's sponsorship along with the other guys in Newry tonight who are sponsored, that helps us do that. So from my point of view, on behalf of the players and the management team, thank you very, very much. It's greatly appreciated.
Just one last person who's come up and say a couple of words. His name was mentioned there by Darren. As a man that, if he could get another inch of the shirt sponsored, then he would. It was like a Formula 1 driver's kit. But as Darren's touched on there, it keeps the club going. It enables the club to not only survive but to prosper. And I think everybody would be raise their hands for Gary Wilson. I call Gary Wilson.
Folks, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, the launch of the new jersey. On behalf of myself and the committee, I'd like to thank Jarlath for coming on board, and the rest of the sponsors all for joining in this year. Look, it's going to be a tough year ahead, we know that, but we're ready to go, and all I can say is wish the boys the best, luck tomorrow, and for the season ahead. Let's go, get at it, lads.
Short and sweet, but very powerful nonetheless. So folks, just a moment, I think you've been waiting for, I presume this is the reason why you're down. So we're going to call in our three players all wearing a home kit. So we've got our Vice Captain Dagny Carville, our Captain Darren King, and John McGovern. I don't know which one of you wants to say a few words here. I said yeah. Go ahead.
Well, there's not much more to be said. I was listening to what everyone was saying to come up here, but you're grateful if any sponsor comes on board at any time, because as I said there, the club can only function with the people who's behind it, off the pitch. I say it all the time, the players, coaching staff, we're just the face of the club, but all the work goes on in behind that, all the financial, getting all the finances in place, getting everything ready, grounds ready, everything else. So we're just looking forward to getting going now for the new season, and hopefully we can, whoever's putting finances into the club, whoever's doing a bit of voluntary work, whatever, we can just do them proud on the pitch. Thanks very much.
So folks, just in a couple of minutes we're going to go outside in the beer garden, not for a beer because these boys will be game tomorrow, but just do some photos. But with one special presentation that we want to make. There's a man sitting in the room tonight who, it's great to see him down, and as a club we want to recognise what he's doing and the fundraising that he's doing, and that's Mr. Marty Lynch sitting in the corner. I've got a wee presentation, please, Marty. The first time to get a new shirt.